In the late 1990s and early 2000s, the Los Angeles Lakers were the team everyone feared. They had two of the most dominant players in NBA history: Shaquille O'Neal, a 7-foot powerhouse who seemed unstoppable, and Kobe Bryant, a young guard with incredible skill and burning ambition. Together, they were nearly unstoppable, winning 3 straight championships from 2000 to 2002. But behind the championships and the spotlight, tension was growing. Shaq and Kobe didn't always get along. They clashed over training, shot choices, leadership, and even the way they handled the media. Fans loved watching them play, but the drama off the court was just as big as the battles on it. How did this legendary duo go from winning together to parting ways? And why does their breakup still shape the NBA today? If you want to uncover the story behind Shaq and Kobe's feud, make sure to like this video, subscribe to G.O.A.T Report, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the greatest moments in sports history. The beginning. Shaq and Kobe join forces. Shaquille O'Neal joined the Lakers in 1996, already a superstar after dominating with the Orlando Magic. He was a physical powerhouse, a force no one could stop in the paint. He could intimidate opponents, grab every rebound, and carry a team almost by himself. Kobe Bryant arrived the same year as a teenager, drafted straight out of high school. He had incredible talent, a fierce drive, and confidence that made people take notice, even against the best players in the NBA. But he was young, inexperienced, and still learning how to handle the pressure of the professional game. At first, their relationship looked like a dream. Shaq dominated inside, and Kobe had the skills to shine on the perimeter. Together, it seemed like the Lakers had found the perfect mix of power and skill. A combination that could bring championship after championship to Los Angeles. First signs of trouble. Different personalities, clash, but it didn't take long for cracks to appear. Shaq was outgoing, fun, and sometimes a little careless with the media. Kobe, on the other hand, was intense, serious, and extremely competitive. He always pushed himself and everyone around him to be perfect. Their training styles were very different. Shaq, even though he was dominant, often joked that he didn't need to work as hard as Kobe. Kobe, however, was relentless. He practiced his shot, worked on his fitness, and sharpened his skills every single day. In interviews, Kobe often talked about his drive to be the best, sometimes hinting that Shaq didn't share the same level of focus. The media noticed, and soon fans started picking sides. Stories about disagreements in practice, arguments over who should take the final shot, and clashes over leadership began to spread. What started as healthy competition slowly turned into real tension, championship glory, and mounting friction. Even with their personal differences, Shaq and Kobe brought huge success to the Lakers. Between 1999 and 2002, they won 3 NBA championships in a row, beating teams like the Indiana Pacers, New Jersey Nets, and New York Knicks in the finals. Shaq was named Finals MVP all 3 times, and his dominance in the paint was clear for everyone to see. But Kobe's talent was impossible to ignore. He was becoming the face of the Lakers' future and wanted more control on the court. Fans started asking, who really led the team? Was it Shaq, the unstoppable force inside, or Kobe, the young star pushing to do whatever it took to win? With each season, tension grew. Shaq openly admitted frustration with Kobe's shot choices, while Kobe said he sometimes disagreed with Shaq's way of leading. On the outside, they were champions, but behind closed doors, conflict was always there. The 2003-04 season, breaking point. By the 2003-04 season, the tension between Shaq and Kobe had reached its peak. The Lakers had won championships before, but now age, injuries, and internal conflicts were causing real problems. Shaq was no longer at his peak. He struggled with injuries and staying in shape, and his relationship with coach Phil Jackson was strained. Kobe, on the other hand, had reached his prime and wanted to take full control of the team. While the Lakers were still talented, their chemistry was falling apart. The conflict spilled into the public. Shaq said Kobe was too controlling, while Kobe said Shaq wasn't giving his best effort. The media couldn't get enough. This feud became headline news, one of the biggest in NBA history. The Lakers still made it to the 2004 finals, But they lost to the Detroit Pistons in a shocking upset, marking the beginning of the end for the Shaq-Kobe era. Shaq leaves, the end of an era. After the 2004 season, the Lakers made one of the most shocking moves in NBA history. They traded Shaquille O'Neal to the Miami Heat. The breakup was emotional and huge. Shaq was leaving the team where he had built a dynasty, a team he had dominated for years. At the same time, Kobe Bryant became the undisputed leader of the Lakers, finally free to shape the team entirely around his vision and style. This split didn't just affect the Lakers, it changed the NBA. Shaq went to Miami and proved he could still dominate, winning a championship in 2006. Kobe took full control in Los Angeles and became the face of the franchise, showing that he could lead a team on his own. The league learned an important lesson. Superstar duos are powerful, but they are also fragile. Talent alone isn't enough. Relationships, leadership, and teamwork matter just as much as skill. Kobe's transformation, from co-star to superstar. With Shaq gone, Kobe Bryant stepped fully into the role of leader for the Los Angeles Lakers. No longer sharing the spotlight, he felt the full weight of being the team's star. That responsibility pushed him harder than ever before. Kobe improved every part of his game, his shooting, footwork, defense, and basketball IQ, and he became one of the most complete players in NBA history. His dedication led the Lakers to multiple championships in 2009 and 2010, proving he could carry a team on his own. The breakup with Shaq shaped Kobe not just as a player, but as a competitor. He developed what would become known as the Mamba Mentality, a mindset built on hard work, focus, and determination. His story showed fans and fellow athletes how personal conflict can fuel greatness. Kobe inspired an entire generation, proving that challenges, even painful ones, can lead to legendary achievements. Shaq's Miami legacy. When Shaquille O'Neal was traded to the Miami Heat, it was a fresh start for him. Leaving the Lakers, where he had built a dynasty with Kobe Bryant, could have been seen as a setback, but Shaq turned it into an opportunity. In Miami, he joined forces with Dwyane Wade, a young and talented star, and together they won the 2006 NBA championship. Shaq dominated the paint, controlled games, and reminded everyone that his greatness was not tied to one team or one teammate. The breakup with Kobe also taught the NBA a big lesson. Superstar duos are powerful, but they are fragile. Success depends on teamwork, chemistry, and personal relationships. Shaq and Kobe proved that leaving a partnership didn't mean the end of a career. Both men continued to achieve at the highest level, showing that talent, discipline, and hard work could create success on their own terms. How the NBA changed forever. The breakup of Shaq and Kobe wasn't just a story about two stars, it changed the way the entire NBA looked at superstar relationships. Teams and league executives realized that talent alone wasn't enough to guarantee success. Chemistry, communication, and personality fit became just as important when building a championship team. After Shaq and Kobe split, general managers began paying closer attention to how players worked together off the court, not just how they performed in games. Coaches started managing star players differently, balancing egos and responsibilities to avoid conflicts. Media and fans also began noticing the human side of the game, understanding that arguments and disagreements could affect performance. This shift changed the NBA forever. Teams became more strategic about trades, free agency, and player development. The league learned that superstar talent must be paired with teamwork and respect to build lasting success. Shaq and Kobe's breakup showed that even the best players need harmony to truly thrive. The legacy of a feud. Today, the feud between Shaq and Kobe is part of NBA history. It reminds everyone that even the greatest players are human. Their breakup shows that talent alone isn't enough. Pressure, ambition, and big egos can create conflicts. Even with their disagreements, their achievements were incredible. Together, they built a dynasty, won championships, and thrilled millions of fans around the world. When they went their separate ways, both had the chance to grow on their own. Shaq dominated in Miami, Kobe became the face of the Lakers, and both left lasting marks on the NBA. Their story isn't just about conflict, it's about growth, learning, and how two legends shaped basketball, both together and apart. It's a reminder that even tension can lead to greatness. Lessons from Shaq and Kobe. Chemistry matters. Being talented is important, but how players get along can decide how long a team stays successful. Good relationships make teams stronger. Conflict can drive growth. Sometimes disagreements push people to do better. After Shaq and Kobe went their separate ways, both improved and reached new heights, proving that tension can lead to greatness. Leadership is changing. Teams learned that having more than one star player needs careful management. Coaches and leaders now focus on communication, respect, and understanding to keep everyone working together. Fans love the drama. Their feud made the NBA even more exciting. Fans watched every game and every interview closely, and the media coverage made basketball bigger and more interesting than ever. Shaq and Kobe will always be remembered, both together and apart. Their breakup didn't just change the Lakers, it changed the NBA and reshaped how we see superstar partnerships. It's a story of talent, tension, triumph, and transformation. But the real question isn't just who was better. How did two of the greatest players ever shape a league through both their teamwork and their conflict? How did their struggles lead to moments of greatness that we still talk about today? Shaq and Kobe's story remind us that even legends face challenges, and sometimes those challenges create history in ways we never expected. If you enjoyed this look into their story, make sure to like this video, subscribe to G.O.A.T Report, and hit the bell so you never miss more deep dives into the greatest players and moments in NBA history.